What is going on, everyone? Good morning. It's time for the DSP Morning Show here on DSP Gaming on YouTube and Kick. How y'all doing? Welcome. This lovely Monday, the 13th of July, 2026. It's been a fun week, but it's also been a weird one. Sorry, my chair is not exactly in the right position. You know how when you're on a chair mat, it kind of sinks in, but it's not in the right spot. Then you try to move it, and it just wants to sink into the same spot again a million times. Very annoying, right? So anyway, welcome to the show, everyone. Welcome to a brand new full day of streams here on DSP Gaming. Hope you're in good spirits, and if not, hopefully I'll put you into good spirits. Jasper Kitty is here with me today. He's going crazy because he's discovered the newly cleaned out and organized closet. You know, he hasn't been in it since we did the closet clean out during the Indivestance Day Marathon. And I opened the door for him to go in there, and he's like, it's so different. He's going under the new rack that I have in there. And if he goes under there, it's like a little cubby for him to like sleep in, which cats love. But he just can't figure out where he wants to go. He can go all around the different bins and everything now because there's room and space and no clutter. So he's having a great time. And I'm having a great time. I am ready for a fun day here on the channel. I hope that you're all doing good too. And excited again for new variety stuff because I like that every day this week we're basically mixing it up. You know, yesterday we had a very card-centric day playing Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and the TCG Card Shop Sim. And today, we're not doing a card-centric day. We're going to be doing more Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resync, which I'm very excited for. First two sessions were good, and today we're actually going to get out of this intro and into the meat of the game. Now, also later tonight, I'm very excited that we're going to be doing more Pokemon Champions for the first time in about 2 weeks. You know, I like the dueling and the online competitive nature of Pokemon Champions. I just don't get to play it that much. You know, I wish I did, but I don't. So, you know, it is what it is, but we're going to play it tonight. Hopefully, fingers crossed, people will actually show up and like Pokemon Champions because it's been up and down. There's been nights when we have a great night and tons of people show up and engage and support, and there's been other times when people are like, oh, this is boring. So hopefully people won't think it's boring, okay? But I like it. It's multiplayer, even though people are, oh, it's not, you know, it's Pokemon. Yeah, but it's competitive multiplayer Pokemon. It's very different from playing the single-player games. So, how are you doing? Hope everyone's doing well. We're more than halfway through my week, if you can believe it. This is day 5 of 6 days of streaming for me. Then I'm off on Wednesday. And then when I come back, 9 straight days of streams. I was thinking maybe after the 9 days, I should have 2 days off. Like I should actually take a day to spend time with my wife and then have a second day where it's like relaxation at home. Because like the problem is when I have a day off, I have to rush everything. So this Wednesday, no exaggeration, this Wednesday, I have to do all of my normal errands that I would normally do on a day off, including full-on grocery shopping and the like, and stuff around the house, because it's the day when I do like certain chores and things around the house because I'm off for streaming. But then I also have a bunch of appointments I have to do during that day. So when exactly do I have time to spend with my wife? You know what I mean? Like I'm with her, but we're just doing chores and errands and stuff. It's like, oh, you know? So I am debating that after this next giant week of 9 days of streaming, I take 2 days off, one to just go out and have fun with my wife and do stuff, and another day to basically relax. But we'll see. We'll talk about that when we get to it. But I'm very excited because all the stuff we're doing, so much good variety of games right now. You know, you got Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resync, which is really well done in my opinion so far. Can't wait for more. The Dark Souls 2 run is turning out very well, very interesting, with me taking on these tough bosses and exploring in the dark with this path tracing mod. It's definitely the hardest challenging run I've ever done in a Dark Souls game. It's like playing with your eyes closed half the time, but it's pretty crazy, you know? And, you know, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond continuing with the chill vibes. And now on the night streams, we've got some interesting variety, not only doing TCG, but now doing Pal World again and trying that out. We're going to actually have a special stream coming up when I get back from my break on Thursday, where we're going to finish, finally, going through my classic games collection. We're going to go through the Sega CD and 32X CD games. We're going to look at the condition and what's in them, and we're going to grade them and price them and complete that inventory of my games. And what I think we'll also do is order some cases and things for the valuable games. Like, I know that they make cases for Super Nintendo games, etc., that you can put them into protective cases if they're worth a lot of money. And I now know that some of my games are worth a pretty penny. So, might be worth it to do that. It should be a pretty fun stream. So, we got good stuff coming up. Keep in mind, there's more stuff coming this month. There's the Tokon, Marvel Tokon open beta. That's around just last week, I think, of July. I think it's like the 23rd or 24th of July that starts. So, there's a lot going on. I'm excited. I hope that you guys are too. And keep in mind that eventually we can start up some new stuff as well. A lot of people have been saying, hey, when are you going to go to Steam and maybe do a new game off of, indies or something? Well, when we have time. Right now, we're juggling a lot. Like this week, for example, I could only play TCG Card Shop Sim once. I could only get to Pokemon Champions once. I don't have enough time to even play these games more than once. Oh, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, we're only played once because I'm juggling a lot right now, okay? So, I'm excited. So, by the way, we're all caught up on everything, meaning I'm not behind on card pulls and openings and, I'm good. I'm finally, up to snuff on everything. Today we have 8 packs of the MTG Marvel Superheroes cards left to open. So we went crazy. In the last day and a half, we've opened 22 packs out of the 30 already. It's insane how many we've opened, thanks to your support. After we finish that Marvel box, we're going to go back to the Stellar Miracle Pokemon box and continue to open that. And then we can talk about what's next, although the Pitch Black set of Pokemon is coming out very soon, in a few days. I don't know exactly when I'm going to get it. I think Pokemon Center said they were going to charge me on the 15th. Does that mean they're going to ship it on the 15th? I don't know. Technically, the release date of Pitch Black is the 17th. So if they ship it on the 15th, maybe I'll actually get it on release day, and we could start doing those. Or if not, latest it'll come is probably like the 20th, I'm thinking. So if that's the case, in about a week, we'll have those, and we'll work on that. So we have stuff in the pipeline, good stuff when it comes to the cards. We got games. We're having fun, right? We're having a great time. Everything's going well. Welcome to the show. All right, let's get started with shout-outs because already we've got significant contributions. Thank you all. Tanya Raven, YouTube, starting off today, celebrating her 11-month membership to the channel, saying, welcome to DSP Gaming Morning Show, STFU Trolls, and then dropped a $20 super chat saying, owning the troll since 1908. Wow, you're really old. 1908, huh? Anyway, thank you for 20 bucks, Tanya Raven, to get us started today. Boom, $20. Thank you for that. Then we have Shara Lee gifted 5 memberships to the community this morning. Thank you so much, Shara Lee, for 5 gifted memberships on the YouTube side. Let's get that up on the leaderboard. There we go. That's 15 bucks of support for the channel. Thank you so much. Congrats to everyone who just got a gifted membership from Shara Lee. Be sure to thank them. And Lil Zeno 101 with a £5 super chat saying, enjoy the stream, broski. Thank you so much. I shall. Let's see what pounds are today in the conversion because it fluctuates a lot. So 5 pounds is $6.68. Thank you to Lil Zeno for that. So just like that, just starting the show, we're up to 41 bucks of support. That is absolutely amazing. Thank you for the early support, everybody. Remember, today we are doing Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced on this stream. So any support, obviously you're saying you like the game and you want me to continue playing it, which I do have plans to do a playthrough as long as people keep showing up, engaging, and supporting the particular game. Let's hope that people keep showing up. And yes, there are some tiered pack openings here. If we hit 100 bucks of cumulative support, we'll open a pack of the Marvel Magic cards. We hit 150, another pack, 200, another pack. For a $50 contribution all in one go, that's another bonus pack, okay? And today, we are going back to a new set of Ascended Heroes Pokemon cards for the big special contribution. So if I get a $100 contribution all in one go, we open a pack of Ascended Heroes. If we hit $250 cumulative from everyone today on this stream, I also open a pack. Keep in mind, this is the set where there are God packs, where every single card is a hit in a pack, and it could be worth like $3,000. There's also cards in this set worth $1,800 or more. Have I gotten any of those yet? No. But There's always a chance. So, so let's see how it goes. This should be exciting. Very nice. I'm glad that we brought these back because these are good cards. Okay. All right. So let me see if Jasper Kitty's in the closet because I want to close the door. I don't want him to get stuck in there. I don't think he is. He took off. He's not in the closet. Okay. So, good stuff. By the way, rest in peace to Sam Neill. For those who don't know Sam Neill, a very long-standing actor, very high regard. He played Dr. Grant in the Jurassic Park movies. Well, I'd say Jurassic Park 1, Jurassic Park 3, and then what was the last one in the Jurassic Park modern trilogy? I can't remember what it was called, but he reprised his role. Passed away today unexpectedly. It wasn't even like sick or anything, so people weren't expecting that. So that's sad to lose Sam Neill. Dr. Grant, one of the great characters of the 90s cinema. I absolutely love Jurassic Park 1. Okay. Vassild with a 2,000 kick says, they're moving in herds. They do move in herds. That's right. By the way, are you guys hearing the sound effects of that? The reason I ask is I don't think I'm hearing them, but I didn't change any settings. So I don't know why I wouldn't be hearing them, but I didn't hear that. Anyway, thank you, Vassild, for 2,000 kicks on the kick side of things. And that was a Dr. Grant quote right there. If you have never seen the original Jurassic Park, I urge you to do so. Skip all the others. Literally don't watch any other Jurassic Park movie ever. Just watch the original Jurassic Park from the early 1990s. It's an insanely good movie. Even to this day, the dinosaurs look real. It's pretty darn good. And the acting is superb. The writing is great. Although I will say the book is a little better. But for a movie of that time period, that was actually the first movie that they introduced THX audio to theaters. And at that time, no one knew what it was at all. No one actually had an idea of what THX audio was going to be. And a lot of people thought that it was going to be like overhyped. And then we all went to the theater to see Jurassic Park. Okay? And we're just sitting there watching. And the first time that T-Rex shows up, if you remember, it shows up in the middle of a rainstorm in the middle of the night. All the people are stuck inside of one of the vehicles that's on tracks. And the vehicle doesn't drive away because it's stuck on the track. It's like a how can I say, almost like a train kind of. And so the T-Rex is coming. And they have a cup of water in the back of the car. And as the T-Rex is stepping down, you can see the ripples in the water from it shaking the ground. And the whole theater started going boom, 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 boom. And it was, first time ever that anyone really experienced surround sound because theaters didn't do it. There was no home systems that had it. It was absolutely crazy immersive. And for the rest of the movie, you had goosebumps on your arm because you didn't know something was going to jump out. And it was the raptors. You'd hear the raptors coming from behind you and stuff in the theater. And you start freaking out like, what the hell's going on here? Now, surround sound is insanely commonplace. Now, you have it in headphones. You have it in your home theater. But that was the very first experience ever of surround sound in a cinematic experience. So, pretty awesome movie for the time, technology-wise. But the movie itself was great. The writing, the acting. Everyone is great in that movie. So, I strongly, strongly recommend it. See the original Jurassic Park. Skip every other Jurassic movie. They're all suck. Okay. Afro Legend says THX was created by Lucas in the 80s. You're talking about DTS. Okay, so he's going to be very technical here. This is the first time that the THX audio became mainstream and was in all theaters. Like Jurassic Park, every theater advertises now with THX, DTS, surround sound. So everyone went to the theater to experience the surround sound for the first time. Sorry if I didn't technically call it exactly what the hell it was. No one cares. Okay. All right, so how are you guys doing? Let's see what you got. Basically, that's all I got to talk about today. I just wanted to get caught up on the few things there, and I wanted just to say, you know, a little tribute to Sam Neill. Oh, I got more shout outs to do. Alex from Phoenix did a $5 super chat, and he said, I decided to go to the completionist route with Black Flag. I'm having a blast. I hope you have fun today, and rest in peace to Sam Neill. We grew up in a great era. Indeed. A great era of cinema, that's for sure. I don't honestly think that we have an era of cinema like that anymore. I don't even get excited these days to see movies. Like, I used to love movies. I was a movie buff, or I had a movie collection. Now I'm like, if I get around to seeing a movie, I'll see it, but I don't really care. You know what I mean? Like, I'm in no rush to really see anything. Okay. Okay, so let's do a little bit of hanging out. Tag me in either chat if you would like to talk. Let's see what's on everyone's mind and go from there. If this ends up being a longer morning show, great. If it ends up being a really short one because I don't have particular topics, that's also okay. No matter what, we're going to get a good amount of Assassin's Creed gameplay in. Now, here's one thing I need to bring up. Opening Magic cards is a completely different animal than opening Pokemon cards. What do I mean by that? Basically, it's pretty insane, but these Magic cards, there are so many Magic cards in a pack. There's 15 cards in a pack, okay? That basically, I'm going to make this a little... I want to make the test animation sound a little louder. I say test animation, that's what I call it in my OBS. I can't hear the animations as well today. I don't know why, because I don't think I changed any volume settings. So it's a little weird that that's the case, but I don't hear them as loudly, and I don't know why. Anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, opening Magic cards is so much more time-consuming than opening Pokemon cards. Pokemon cards are very simple. You open the pack, you read the name, comment on the art, you're done. Each pack has anywhere from 5 to 10 cards tops. And some of the Pokemon cards are things you don't even care about. Oh, the energy card, you burn right through that one, right? With these Marvel cards, like, tons of these cards are these rares with foil, and you got to go through them painstakingly to figure them out. And there's so many more of them in a pack. So I need to save a lot of time at the end of the stream if we're going to be doing opening of packs of Marvel cards. Basically, it's about 7 minutes per pack on average. So let's say I have to open 3-4 packs. I have to make sure I have like a half an hour left on the end of the stream in order to do the DSP pack rips video, or else we're running out of time and we got to rush, or, you know. So that's for Magic the Gathering. Now, here's the other thing. I want feedback. Obviously, we have opened 22 packs of the Magic Marvel cards in the last day. I want feedback. Did you like it? Do you want more? And if you want more, do you want more Marvel? Or do you want to do something different? And do you have a recommendation of the something different I should do? Reason being, I don't know how readily available these are. The Marvel box was available because that's the latest box they've done, right? Like, that's fresh. But other things are not so fresh, and I don't know if I can get them. And if I get them, they might take a while. So I need to know ahead of time if you guys have liked this or not. I would like feedback on that, okay? Shout out to Supportive Support, who has gifted a sub over on Kick. That's our first sub of the day on Kick. So thank you to Supportive Support. I appreciate that. We're now at 71 of support already. Thank you guys so very much. Can we get our first tip of the day? We got super chats, we got kicks, we got subs, we got everything but a tip. Can we get a tip via PayPal? That would be great. Okay. What's up, Cold Christopher? How are you? Professor Kovu says, I've been watching your XCOM series on demand. I was sad when Mitt Romney died, laughing out loud. Anyways, when you play the new Star Wars XCOM, can you make one Mitt Romney? I don't think I'm playing the new Star Wars XCOM, because you may not realize this, Professor Kovu. That series kind of flopped. We started playing it, and it was actually doing really well. But after a few, sessions of doing it, essentially it kind of died out in popularity, and people were saying the game got too grindy, because basically I couldn't just keep going with the story. The enemies were too high level, and I would have had to grind a lot to level up my characters to continue, and people did not want to see the grinding. They were like, nah, this grinding is boring. So I ended up dropping the playthrough and never finishing it. Now, many years later, I gave it another go, not with XCOM, but with Mario Cross Rabbids Kingdom Battle, which actually plays just like XCOM. I thought, ooh, maybe if we have this Nintendo IP combined with XCOM, that this would go well. No. Once again, people complained it was too boring, too slow paced, didn't like it. I did beat that entire game because I liked it, but the playthrough did not do well. So since I've played those couple of games, I actually never continued with any kind of XCOM style gameplay. It just doesn't seem to work with my audience. And I'm well aware there's people out there who do XCOM regularly and they're known for it and they get tons of views. It's just, that's not my audience, sadly. I agree. The Mario Rabbids game was great and I loved it. What brand of panel is this behind me? Divoom Pixu 64. And you're saying the resolution is high? It actually isn't. It looks high because it's so set back there. It's only 64 by 64. That's it. They have another one where the frame is smaller, but it's higher resolution. So you can actually put even nicer animations on it, but it's smaller anyway, so you can't really see it as well. I haven't looked into it. They might have another one by now because I bought this 2 years ago. So maybe they have another frame by now that's bigger and better. If they do, maybe I'll get it. Because to be honest, I think I would like a bigger frame. This is kind of small in the background now with my setup, but, you know. Nothing here says, my feedback is I love that you're trying other TCGs. I enjoyed the Magic openings. I like mixing in new TCGs, but keep Pokemon as the main cards. This is great content. I think Pokemon will be the staple. Whenever there's a new Pokemon set, if I can get my hands on it, I will. Like, I'm actually very excited for the Pitch Black coming in the next week. That's really cool that for the first time, we're going to be doing a new set on release. That's really exciting, right? Really cool. But, yeah, I think that variety is the spice of life. That's what works with my gameplay. So it also makes sense that with the TCGs, maybe we should try to get variety and mix it up. You know, some people are saying maybe you should try One Piece. Maybe you should try Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh! Zero. At least I know something about One Piece because I've seen the anime to some extent. I've read some of the manga. I played games of One Piece. I don't know jack diddly about Yu-Gi-Oh! So that I'd be staring at cards like I don't know what anything is, you know? But I think that the One Piece could work, but I don't know how available and expensive they are. I've heard that they're actually some of the most expensive cards ever, so I don't know if I'd be able to get them. All right, first tip of the day is coming from Comedy Master 9000. It is $5. Thank you, Comedy Master. See, I can hear the sound effect, but it's really low. I don't know why it's really low. That's bizarre. He says, rest in peace to Sam Neill. Any favorite movies from the 90s? The Rock and Terminator 2 come to mind? Oh, too many to name. Too many to name. I'd have to actually look at like some of the most popular movies of the 90s to answer the question. But, I mean, like I said, I was a movie buff at one point. I loved movies. They were part of who I was. They were part of my hobby. Like, I really enjoyed watching movies, collecting movies. And then I'd say probably in the last 10 years, that all went away, where I just stopped really caring. Likely because I just don't really like a lot of modern movies. You know what I mean? I think they're not as good anymore. So that's what happens, I guess. Fire7672, thank you so much for 42 months as a member of this channel. Thank you. Thank you to Skilleris, who has just rated with 26 viewers. Thank you, Skilleris. I appreciate that. In fact, here, let me take a look here. Skilleris, can I get to your channel? I am going to follow, and at one point, I will reciprocate. That's what I like to do. Someone helps me out, I help you back, so at one point, I'll host you. There you go. I wonder what kind of content Skilleris makes. Anyway. Well, I'm into Moderator 672. Moderator 672 was never a Moderator 672. 672 is a moderator for Wings of Redemption years ago. He's not a moderator of mine. What a silly question. Nothing here says, you know, you don't have to buy an entire box, even if you one-off packs of Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Lorcana or whatever. Fun to sprinkle in other TCGs. Let donators choose what TCG pack to open, maybe. Here's the catch. I did my research. It is insanely strongly recommended you never, ever buy single packs unless you physically go to the store and they have a box and you pick them yourself. Reason being, Apparently, there is a really bad rampant problem with resellers going through boxes, taking the hits out, and then selling the ones they know don't have hits in them at full price or even inflated price. So if you try to buy those single packs online, basically, it's terrible. You know what I mean? It's just you're basically just gonna get a bunch of commons no matter what. And if you're opening it just on the curiosity of, I wonder what the set looks like and how it works, that's one thing. But if you're hoping that maybe you'll get a hit and you'll have a cool card to show off to your audience, you're not going to get it just buying the singles online. Case in point, you can literally buy single packs anywhere on the internet instantly right now. I'm not kidding. You can buy an infinite number of single packs right now. They're just in infinite supply because they all make insane money on them and there's no good cards in them. It's the boxes that you can't get right away. The boxes you have to order, they have to be shipped because there's limited supply, you see? What am I hoping to do the next tryout or demo stream? Not right now, Numskull T, however you say your name, sorry, because I've got too much stuff going on. Right now I'm juggling. Let's think about it. Let's think about the lineup. Assassin's Creed Black Flag, Resync, Dark Souls 2, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Pokemon Champions when I get a chance, TCG Card Shop Simulator. What's the other one? There's another one in the schedule that I'm playing too. Hold on. Pal World, which we just started, right? So I'm basically juggling 6 games. Then on Friday nights, I'm doing Friday Night Fights old school fighting games. And I'm doing some bonus streams of this retro games, collection grading and going through that. I'm doing so much right now. There's just no way that I could go ahead and do another game right now. It would make no sense. I wouldn't have time to play it. But it is the summertime. There is not a ton of new games coming out. In fact, taking a look at the lineup of what's actually coming up in the next couple of months. So remaining this month, all we really have is the Avatar fighting game on July 23rd, which I might just skip because I'm not too interested in it. Then the Halo campaign Evolve comes out July 28th. I'll probably play that. Marvel Tokon's open beta starts July 24th, so I'll probably check that out. Then the next new game, which again, I don't even know if I'm playing it, is Beast of Reincarnation, which is the new game from the makers of Pokemon. It's a Game Freak, but it's nothing like Pokemon. That comes out August 4th. The actual release of Marvel Tokon is August 6th. Here's a War E-Day. Beta starts on August 6th as well. And then there's nothing all of August until the end of the month when we get Metal Gear Solid Collection 2 and Resonance: A Plague Legacy. So we're going to have pretty much the entirety of the middle of August to do whatever. Maybe then we could jump into some new nights of doing stuff. And I see what you're saying. There's Monster Hunter games and stuff we could check out. You're right. I never even played like a Monster Hunter Stories game or whatever. And people say that they're good. But right now, we just don't have any time in the schedule with all the stuff that I'm juggling. Okay? So nothing here says, it's true about what you're saying about single packs. I know what you mean. However, there's something called sealed blisters, not a pack from a box, if that makes sense. So you're saying the single packs that are in the cardboard specific packaging and they would hang them from hooks at the store, right? Are those guaranteed to be good? I'm curious because I've seen them. I haven't thought about getting them, but I wonder if those are those guaranteed to be good, or do they have a way to mess with those too, is what I'm wondering, right? I don't know how those work. Are those completely randomized chance if there's something good in them? I might have to look into that. Okay. F1 Dynasty cards have $1 million hits. What the hell is F1 Dynasty? What is that? I don't even know what that means. Save Us GTA 6 says, well, technically every pack you buy can be a scam. You can easily just weigh packs and know if there's hits or not. I would think you can't weigh a whole box, right? Like the Japanese boxes are sealed and you have to zip them open to actually get to the cards. So you know it's not opened. Or you'll be able to tell if another seam was open and re-glued, right? And you're saying you can weigh the box. Yeah, but let's say a box has 5-6 hits, right? Because they are. The Japanese boxes, you're guaranteed to have like 5 hits. You don't know what hits are in there. Even though the hits may weigh more, you have no clue what the weight is. You know what I mean? And the box is going to be variable because no two boxes is going to have the exact same 5 hits in it. So I don't know if weighing boxes works, right? I could understand weighing individual packs, perhaps. Interesting. Rykova, I know. Rykova says, you're blessed. I work at a toxic office job. I am blessed, 100%. I am lucky that this is what I get to do for a living. I get to literally hang out with you guys and have fun and chill and talk about fun topics, play video games, you know, all this fun stuff. This is the dream job, man, 100%. Now, of course, there's a lot of stress and abuse that comes with it, but it's the dream job. Really, I love doing this, 100%. I love this. Coming to my job every day is awesome. If I weren't so arrogant, I could be rich off of Lalcow money. First of all, I do well for myself without Lalcow money. That's number one. Number two, I want to like my job. I'm not a drama guy. I don't care about drama. So getting rich by any means necessary is not something that I'm interested in, nor I would enjoy. So right now, I love my job and I do good at it and I do well, you know, making a living doing it. I could do better, but I would hate my job. So what's the point? I just fucking get another job, right? I do whatever. The whole idea is to have the perfect combination of loving what you do for a living and being good at it and being successful. And I am, you know, am I the biggest guy doing this? No, I don't need to be. I'm happy where I am and I'm actually doing quite well for myself. So I'm good. Much rather do this than go on Lalcow Live and embarrass myself every 5 seconds to try to get, you know, contributions. I don't care about that. So Robert Dink says, modern packs cannot be weighted for hits. Sleeved blisters are safe, but they do come with the same risk as any product because they can be resealed. Ugh. It's all so exhausting and complicated, right? Lorcana is cheap right now. I have not looked at Lorcana at all. At all. So I really don't know anything about Lorcana, like cost or anything. Right now, I really enjoyed the Marvel TCG stuff. That was fun with Magic the Gathering. But it takes a long time to get through Magic cards. So I'm debating if I should continue to do those all the time or only mix them in. Because I don't want to spend 45 minutes to an hour at the end of every gameplay stream opening cards. With Pokemon, we're done in 5-10 minutes. These are taking an hour. You know, there's so many. SNES Patrol says, any chance to get Upper Deck Marvel Masterpieces? You mean the ones from back in the day? How exactly would I get those? They're from the 90s. Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering, aren't those insanely expensive? Because it's over a year old, right? Isn't it like ridiculously over the top expensive to get the Final Fantasy Magic cards? I was under the impression it was. Yeah. $330. What is this? Someone's trying to sell a single pack for $144. No, this is insane. The prices are ridiculous. Oh, are there different ones? I'm so confused. I'm seeing... So there's no Final Fantasy VII. It's just Final Fantasy in general, all mixed together. The prices are all over the place. And yeah, huh. Here's one for $210. The prices are wildly different. So I wonder if it's dependent on how reliable someone... Oh, here's the... You guys were talking about The Hobbit? There's The Hobbit right there. So that releases on August 14th. And man, the price is high on that box. They're charging, of course, it's a reseller, but it's $250 from the reseller. Huh. They have Avatar, The Last Airbender. I didn't know that. They have everything. Oh my God. They have like every possible thing. Yeah, they do. You've got to be kidding me. They're selling, listen to this. They're selling a deck box that looks like the Buster Sword from Final Fantasy VII. Of course they are. Right? Of course they're doing that. Why wouldn't they do that? Yikes. So here's the thing. The Final Fantasy cards, the prices are all over the place. The availability is all over the place. They're expensive. Like from what I'm seeing. So I could get a box of the booster, which is, it's exactly the same. Oh, wait, this is Japanese edition. Oh, geez. That's Japanese. That's why it's cheaper. So this is it right here. No, they're not even readily available. Like the boxes I'm seeing, they're already on back order. You can't even get it until maybe next week, if that. And the price is exorbitant. So for a box of 30 packs, which is the equivalent. Yeah, it's the equivalent of what we just did with Marvel, the 30-pack box, right? So the Marvel box is new. And I want to say I got it for under $150 because it was new, okay? Final Fantasy sells for $330 for the same box. And like you said, this is not even this isn't the collector's box. This is the standard booster box. So there's not even going to be good cards in there for the most part. So it'll be nice to see the different Final Fantasy characters, but it's too expensive. That's the problem with this shit. You got to get it new, and if you don't, when it's new, it's priced out. It's just way insanely over the top expensive. Like, what's the reason? I don't know. The Spider-Man is insane. The MTG Spider-Man stuff. Let me see. Oh my God. I don't know why it scrolled to the bottom of the screen. What the hell's wrong with this? Wow. I'm trying to find the regular box of Spider-Man. There's the Ninja Turtles you guys had talked about. Ninja Turtles is reasonable. A Ninja Turtles box is $120 and you can get it in a few days. Yeah. Spider-Man's not even available. Seriously, I don't even see it. You could buy individual packs for ridiculous prices. I don't know if I trust this one. This one claims it's a collector's booster box, 12 packs. These are the really good packs. And it's a reasonable price, and it claims you get it in like 2 days. How much do I bet it's a scam? This looks like a scam. Oh, yeah, the rating is bad. See, that's the thing. When you're buying these, too, you got to look at the ratings of who you're buying it from. Because a lot of people will be like, yeah, this is scam. This is a fucking scam. And this one might be. Like, the ratings are terrible. Oh, my God. This person got slammed in the ratings. I want to see why. Hold on. This is funny. Do not buy. Product repackaged. Shrink wrap was not tight. Packs appeared to have glue residue. Card values were all terrible. Wow. Advertised as new. Very obvious. Packs opened and resealed. Plastic reheated poorly. Packs have more land cards than they even should have. No good pulls. Not new. Ripoff. So there you go. Yikes. Anyway, so we'd have to talk about it, but sadly, this is the problem. If you don't jump on the stuff when it's new, you can't really get it. With the Pokemon stuff, you can get Japanese boxes pretty regularly. Not a problem. Okay? If you want English cards in Pokemon, you've got to get them within a year. If you don't, anything older than a year, it's almost impossible to get. And if you get it, it's super expensive. Magic, again, same thing. Like that Spider-Man stuff was really popular. It's like doesn't exist. You can't even find it. And if you do, it's either exorbitantly priced, or if it's reasonably priced, it's because it's a scam. So that's what I mean about this shit. It's like so crazy in demand right now. No, I'm not playing the ports of Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. People ask me the same questions every day. Good Lord. Okay? First of all, they're not even ports. All it is they straight up made it so that you can play Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 from the PlayStation 3 on PlayStation 5. They did no graphical improvements, no control improvements, absolutely nothing. And it's the base level games. They didn't even port the patches that they used to improve the games as they were out those years. So if you want to play absolute base level Black Ops 1 and 2 on PS5 on a PlayStation 5 controller without the features of the PS5 controller like adaptive triggers and stuff, yes, that's what you can pay money for. I'm not doing that. If they had actually put effort in and said, we're going to make it so it looks better, it runs better, it controls better, and there's features, I would have paid for it. I'm not going to pay for them to say copy paste, like Control C, Control fucking V, and give them money for that garbage that's going to play like garbage. And I don't want to play on a PS5 controller regardless. I want to play on mouse and keyboard because I want to actually play with top-of-the-line controls like I have now, and it's not on PC because they're lazy fucks. They just wanted to make a quick buck this summer because the last Call of Duty flopped. That's all this is. This isn't their effort to like, oh, we want to have a modern version of Black Ops 1 and 2 where a modern audience can play and see the differences. They don't care. This is a money grab. That's why they're charging money for it to begin with, even though it's the same exact games. They didn't put any effort into it. So I don't care whatsoever about Black Ops 1 and 2. I'm not spending money on them. Bavelines, I couldn't get good at keyboard and mouse because no one wanted me to play Call of Duty when I got it. Remember, it was late last year, early this year when I got an actual competitive level keyboard and mouse. And for 1 or 2 streams of Call of Duty that we were playing, was Black Ops 7, I did well. I was mowing people down with the LMG. I was getting crazy kill streaks. No one cared. The streams were dead. People complained it was boring. No one contributed. So I said, fuck it. We're not playing this Call of Duty. We'll wait till the next one. Okay? You know, kind of hard to get good at a game when you don't have opportunity to play it more than a few times. Okay. But yeah, this is the problem. Like, for example, we're going back to the card thing. I would like to do Final Fantasy Magic cards. I would love that. I love Final Fantasy. I've played them all pretty much, right? I know almost all the characters. Maybe I wouldn't know the characters from like 12 or whatever, right? But for the most part, I know all the characters. I played all the major ones. I know all the different parts of it. You know, probably all the items and everything, locations will all be in there. I know them all. I would love it. But they're not available. If you get them, they're insanely overpriced. You don't even know if they're legit. That's the problem. Everything has become like you have to get it at release. And if you don't get it at release, you're fucked. The Marvel cards just came out. So that was easy to get. But outside of that, like getting older ones, forget it. Spider-Man's like non-existent, you know? Okay. Am I going to get Modern Warfare 4? Of course I am. You know, I want to play the new Call of Duty. We'll play it at release with actual great controls this time. See if I can do well and go from there. Hopefully it's good, but I have no hope. I say hopefully, but I have no hope because it's true. Like, at this point, it's gotten to the point where I don't believe that the modern dev teams have the skill level of the previous dev teams who used to make these games. So even if they call it Modern Warfare 4, it's not going to play anything like the previous games that were good. It's going to suck. Hi, Jasper. It really is. It's just going to stink. Will I ever play Minecraft again? I don't know. We played it a year ago. We got bored of it, so that's why we're not playing it now. When will we get a show just to talk about cards? I don't know. Again, I would be interested in doing that, but I don't know where it would fit into the schedule. I don't know how often to do it. I'm not sure. We haven't really gotten to that point yet either. What's the total worth of the TCG Hall of Fame? 280. Well, no, it's just like 260 now. It keeps dropping in price. 120. So right there, that's 380. That's about 100, so 480. That's about 50. So 530. 555. 570. These are about 13. So that's about like 610. That's about 13. No, that's about 15. So 625, 640, 650, 60, 70, 80, 90, 700. A little over 700. A little over 700 behind me right now. But the thing is, it fluctuates. Like, I had ones on there in the middle that I thought were worth more because they were at first, but they've dropped in price. And then sometimes prices can skyrocket. So. The fact I know that offhand is wild. Well, we've been putting them up there, so I know what the values are, at least from when we put them up there, and that's the thing. They fluctuate. So even though I'm saying 700, it could be like 600. They could have dropped in price, and I just don't know because I don't actively check every day. Yes, I'm going to play Wolverine. Thoughts on the remake of Halo that's planned? I mean, it's the second remake. They've already remade Halo 1 once. I already did a full co-op playthrough of it, and now they're doing it again because probably another generation of people have never played it. I'm going to play it. This one apparently has some added missions and content, which is nice, but I don't foresee it having any longevity. We're probably going to beat it in a few streams because it's short. Halo 1 is a short-ass game, and you can literally run by every enemy in the game. I'm not exaggerating. You can run by every friggin' enemy in Halo 1 because all it is it'll be like you enter a room. Then enemies spawn, they come at you. Just run by them to the exit. Oh, now we're in the next room. The door closes behind you, and you never fight any of those enemies. And you could do that for the entirety of the game. I don't know why they designed it like that. It's ridiculously stupid, but that's how they are. I just find it funny because when I was playing through them, you know, as a YouTuber, people were like, no, you're lying. That's not how it's played. I'm like, no, you can do it. And then I did it. Like, I proved it definitively in my playthroughs. I just ran through the entire games. And then people were like, well, you're not supposed to play it like that. And I was like, then why? Then why can you? You know? Why can you do that? Why did they make it like that? Why didn't they? It doesn't make any sense. They could have easily just said, you must defeat the enemies before you can leave. But they didn't. It's weird. Play it on Legendary? Well, I don't know. I've never played it on Legendary difficulty, but that's a difficulty modifier. That's not the standard game. If literally the standard game experience is just run like this through everything and you win, that's kind of lame. I'm not going to lie. Okay, we're going to hang out for about another 5 or 10 minutes, and then we're going to get into Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. Okay, everybody? Okay. Am I excited for Assassin's Creed Hex? Why would I get excited for anything new Assassin's Creed? Did you see Shadows? It was awful. So unless they have completely gone back to the drawing board, if it's the same people making it, I don't have any faith. No. Of course, Resynced is good. Resynced is good because it's an old game. It's Black Flag. They didn't make this. All they did was port it and add new features. And the new features are nice, I'll admit. But they didn't make this game. Did they fire the team after release? They did? So they remade the game, then they fired the team that remade this game? Wow. I didn't know that. Well, I watched The Odyssey by Christopher Nolan. No. I haven't seen his last few movies. I never saw Oppenheimer. So, no, I doubt I'll see The Odyssey. How is Power World 1.0 compared to the early access 2 years ago? It's more polished, but it feels like the same game to me. You can definitely tell that the mission order is a little different and everything. And the world is a lot less wonky, like the frame rate's smooth and everything. Of course, I'm playing it on PC, and I played it on console the first time. But definitely it's a fun, smooth experience. Graphics are great on PC. But outside of that, it seems like it's the same game to me. Maybe I'm wrong, but it seems pretty similar. Apparently, the new Doom DLC is supposedly the best Doom, according to Doom experts. I don't care. Modern Doom experts don't affect me in any way. I played real Doom in the 90s, which this current Doom is not. And I don't really care about what they're saying about that DLC. The base game was okay. I liked it better than Eternal, but I didn't like it as good as 2016. I played through it. It did all right on stream, but not great. I had no desire to go back. DLCs just don't usually do well at all here. And what I mean by that is the original run I do on any game typically can do well, but the moment that I try to do any DLC expansions, they almost always flop. Almost. There's some exceptions to that rule, but for the most part, DLCs don't work. Even for hit games that everyone loved when I played, like, for example, Ghost of Tsushima. When I played the base game, people loved it. Great long playthrough over that summer. Then the DLC came out the next year. I played it. No one showed up and everyone complained. So I don't know what it is about DLCs. I think people, they get their fill during the main playthrough. Most people don't want to see me go back to that game again unless it's a sequel. So that's why I don't really bother with them. Okay. All right. Well, first off, I would like to say thank you, everyone, for hanging out with me on the morning show. Thanks for the early support. Already up to $76 of support and only 24 away from a first pack opening is a great way to start now that we're about to get into gameplay. Okay, so thank you so much for that early support. You guys are awesome. Let's end the show. Let's get set up and get started with Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resync. Let's get a good chunk into the game today. Now that it looks like we're ending the intro segments and getting into the story and meat of the game. Let's go. All right. Thank you guys so much. Hope you enjoyed the show. See you tomorrow. Not tomorrow. We will do a formal podcast, but again, it may just be a shorter show. This week, I am trying to get a good amount of gameplay in, particularly now that we're doing these magic unpackings. I need more time to do them. So, you know, we'll see. I might just do a shorter intro show tomorrow before we do Dark Souls 2 tomorrow. We'll see. All right, guys. Thank you. See you next time. Okay. All right, we're going to get set up. I'm going to get my coffee and everything. Let's go. Let's switch everything over. Chocolate Fuzz says, check your tips. Oh, has a tip come through? A tip did come through. It didn't pop up for me. Someone tipped me $1 and said, their name is Steve Jones, and they said, I like how some people like to complain you're not old DSP anymore when for over a decade they made hate videos and spoiled every one of your opportunities. It made you go PG. Now they complain that DSP isn't edgy. You can't have it both ways. No, there is no point. They don't have my best interests in mind. They're not giving me constructive criticism. They just want to say everything I do is bad. It doesn't matter if I'm doing good content or not. They don't care. They think they want to say it's bad because that's their shtick, because that gives them content to make about me to just say I'm bad. So if I kept being the old edgy guy, that would have been bad. And they would have complained and they would have tried to get me in trouble for it. Now I change. Okay, I'm more PG now. I'm more mature. We'll do a good variety of content. I'll listen to feedback. No, that's bad. You should be old edgy Phil. He was better. What are you talking about? I'm going to give you the perfect example of this. You ready for this? This is the one example. Absolutely no one can dispute this whatsoever. It's literally indisputable. My ex, when I used to, date Panda Lee and we were together, okay, everyone fucking hated her. Like everyone on the internet. We hate this girl. She's so annoying. Awful personality, abrasive personality, terrible. She's ruining your content. She shouldn't be in your content. Absolutely awful, terrible, horrible, right? Then we break up 9 years ago. She's no longer in any of my content whatsoever. She's gone from my life. Done. The day that was public knowledge, oh, man, she was great. Man, you see, he should have been with her. Oh, man, he's a real loser for breaking up with her. Wait, what? You fucking hated her. You literally, every moment that she was in content, everything was bad, 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 terrible. She ruined everything. So now she's out of the content. Oh, what a terrible decision. What an idiot. He broke up with her and this and that. See what I'm saying? And that is the one. No one can actually dispute that because that's exactly what happened. It was like overnight, the attitude toward her broke because she was no longer a part of my life or content. And immediately the detractors love her, even though they fucking hated her 20 seconds earlier. So, yeah, absolute nonsense. So, yeah, that's why I don't ever listen to anything they say. They don't have anyone, no best interest. They're not giving me any constructive criticism. It's just always move the goalpost. It's never good enough so they can keep making content. That way they feel better about themselves. Okay. Anyway, back to what I was doing. Let's get set up here for Assassin's Creed. All right. Okay. I'm on fire today. I forgot to turn off my effects. All right. So for the record, since so many people keep bringing it up in chat, they're going to keep doing it anyway. So ever since my biggest restreamer got banned from YouTube and then got told not to restream me on Kick. They've moved on to go do it elsewhere, which I don't care about, okay? So what's happened is in the last couple of days, someone was saying things like, well, why hasn't your viewership shot up? And I said, well, actually, technically it has. If you take a look, on an average stream of mine, I used to get on YouTube maybe around 200 to 250 viewers, and on Kick maybe around 100. And if you haven't noticed, since the restreamer got banned, now I'm pulling 300, 400 legit viewers, and actually around 150 to 200 on Kick. So actually, I have gotten an increase in viewership as a result of this guy not stealing my content and people not getting confused about where's the real stream on YouTube and where's the real stream on Kick, okay? All of a sudden, in the last 2 days, someone is view botting me on YouTube. It's not me. I don't want any view bot views. They don't mean anything, for the record. You get nothing out of view bot views. You get absolutely no extra revenue, and they don't count towards your total view count either. YouTube is actually quite good at detecting view bots and erasing those from your results so they don't count for anything, okay? This has happened. I've been view botted tons of times over the years. Ever since I became a full-time YouTuber streamer in 2021, it literally will happen maybe 5 times a year. Someone, for some bizarre reason, will come by and view bot me. I don't know why they do it. It doesn't affect anything at all. It doesn't harm me, nor does it hurt me. It just is. So whoever is actually doing it is wasting their time and money. It doesn't help me. Like I said, no one's going to come to the stream because they say, oh, Phil has more viewers today. You know, no one. That's not going to happen. Nor is it going to hurt me. YouTube doesn't hold you accountable for it because they know that you're not doing it. You know, I'm not the one doing it. Why would I care? I don't make any money off of it. So why do I give a shit about how many viewers it says I have on YouTube? Okay. So I don't know what's going on. Obviously, there's probably someone doing it. I can't. The thing is, there's no way I can stop it. If someone view bots you, you have absolutely no way at all to see your real views, nor can you turn it off. There's no defense against it, okay? So it's likely a detractor who, like, doesn't want people to see that my views actually did go up since the restreamer got shut down. So they're artificially inflating the views to say, hey, look, he has so many views, but it's obvious it's a view bot. It's not real. You see, any win for me, they want to try to take it away. In truth, since the restreamer got shut down, yes, there has been more natural viewers on the content. More people are finding the streams naturally as I'm broadcasting. Less people are getting confused when they're searching for me on YouTube and going to the wrong place. That's a good thing, okay? Doesn't matter how they're trying to you know, smoke and mirrors hide the results. The results are things have been pretty good in the last week since the nonsense ended, okay? Okay. I am going to go get a coffee, and then we're going to begin, okay? Give me a sec. I'll be right back. Interesting. Ready? Okay. Alrighty, guys, you ready? Let's get started with Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced today.